Greetings and welcome, my friends. The Chris Salcedo Show here on Newsmax TV. The situation in Afghanistan worsens by the hour, and we will expand on America's worst foreign policy defeat in the modern era in a moment as part of this expanded preamble. Meanwhile, I have an update on how things are going on, well, back here at home in Joe Biden's America. The building case for impeachment. That's our focus in tonight's preamble. Joe Biden has lost control of the pandemic. The stories are coming in fast and furiously. Famous people are getting the China virus even after being fully vaccinated. The coach of the Tennessee Titans, former linebacker Mike Vrabel, has tested positive for the China virus. We've all heard the numerous stories of other so-called breakthrough cases among our nation's elected politicians. They were all vaccinated. That isn't to say that the vaccines are worthless. The little data we do have suggests otherwise. A new study from Los Angeles shows unvaccinated people are 5 times more likely to be infected and are 20 times more likely to be hospitalized than those who are unvaccinated. Yet being fully vaccinated isn't a guarantee that you'll stay out of the hospital. The alleged Reverend Jesse Jackson and his wife, both fully vaccinated, have contracted the China virus and have been hospitalized. So it's fair to say that science shows there's benefit from vaccinations, but it's also fair to say that the Biden administration's slogan that this is a pandemic of the unvaccinated is just that. It's a slogan and not science. We shouldn't be making public policy based on slogans. But the disturbing headlines about Biden's losing control over the pandemic didn't seem to bother Nancy Pelosi. The elitist Speaker of the House was caught on tape holding a fundraiser with mostly white folks. Left-wing guests, none wearing masks, none socially distancing, all ignoring the vaunted CDC guidance. But not to worry, the wait staff, they were all masked. What do Pelosi and her rich donors know that we don't? Another fair question is, why did Biden lose control of the pandemic in the first place? The answer to that we do know. Biden and his political party's addiction to illegal immigration. Media reports indicate that the medical tent complex set up in McAllen, Texas, to accommodate roughly 250 illegal aliens infected with the China virus, well, that has grown. It can now accommodate 1,000 illegal aliens. As of August 9th, officials in that majority Hispanic city of McAllen reported that Biden's federal government had released 11,026 illegal aliens into their once fair city in 1 week. Of those, 15% were China virus positive. Now, in case you're all doing the math at home, Mr. Biden and his socialists are releasing 1,654 infected illegal aliens into the United States every week, many of them with the Delta variant. The majority of the press and elected socialist Democrats, they seem uninterested in any of this. They don't even bother to ask Biden how allowing thousands of infected illegal aliens into the United States every month is an effective way of fighting the pandemic. They also refuse to ask why Biden and his socialists are perfectly happy to destroy communities that are majority Latino, you know, with people who look like me with my skin color. Why is Joe Biden and his Socialist Party comfortable abandoning South Texas to the China virus and rampant, uncontrolled illegal immigration? Could this be Democrats punishing us Texas Latinos for voting for President Trump in 2020? Already Hispanic counties are flipping from socialist blue to conservative red in Texas. Yeah, I just don't see how Biden abandoning brown people and their families is a winning strategy. But, you know, there are a lot of brown people over there in Afghanistan, too. We learned yesterday that the Taliban won't allow Afghans to leave the country. Biden and his socialists seem perfectly cool with that. We also learned the Taliban is dictating to Biden that he must have all U.S. forces out of Afghanistan by August 31st, regardless of the state of the evacuation of our civilians. In fact, we're hearing from congressional offices in the Pentagon that Biden is already pulling out our military ahead of the August 31st deadline, before all Americans are evacuated. Hey, that's just like he did before the fall of Kabul. Joe Biden quickly agreed to follow the Taliban's orders, refusing to extend our presence in Afghanistan to rescue stranded Americans, who are only stranded because Biden gave up our air bases. They're only stranded because Biden took out our military security forces before evacuating American civilians. Biden refuses to deploy the United States Armed Forces to go get and rescue our citizens who are stranded. While the British, Canadian, and French governments, they are sending their military to rescue their citizens. Now, we know why Biden is doing this. Just like his Afghan withdrawal was stupidly executed for a photo op on the day that we remember the September 11th attacks, Biden is abandoning U.S. citizens because he wants to avoid headlines that read, "No deaths in Afghanistan under a year and a half of Trump. Biden's withdrawal kills American troops." So Biden will sacrifice American citizens to avoid bad headlines from a biased press that will be all too willing to ignore thousands of civilians held hostage or worse. Feckless anti-American politicians voted to impeach President Trump over a phone call, then over accusations that Trump organized the Capitol Hill riot on January 6th. As it turns out, both impeachments were based on fabrications. Fast forward to today, as Biden has pushed America to a state of near collapse. And it only took him 7 months to do it. Biden has no operational control over the border. He's lost control of the pandemic, and he has delivered the greatest foreign policy defeat for our country in the modern era, a failure that could result in thousands of Americans being held hostage or slaughtered by radicalized Islamic terrorists, not to mention the sophisticated weapon systems that are now likely in the hands of the Chinese and the Russians, courtesy of Biden's America Last worldview. Yesterday, this program was preempted by a yammering and stammering Biden trying to bury his Afghan screw-ups by talking about his socialist victories destroying the U.S. economy. At the end of his largely incoherent, weak, and dishonest speech, a speech that he read without understanding what he was reading, Biden turned and walked out, refusing to take any questions. A viewer of ours noticed this and suggested we put together a montage of all the times Biden has turned his back on America. So we did. Here's the Chris Salcedo Show's Walk Away Joe.
God bless you all. May God protect our troops, and have a good weekend. Thank you.
Mr. President. Mr. President, would you take a few questions?
Thank you.
Mr. President.
On Afghanistan, sir.
Mr. President.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. May God protect our diplomats and all those in harm's way. Thank you.
Mr. President, can you guarantee every American will be out before the troops leave?
Those were just the occasions that Biden turned his back on America since August 6th. You know, he's done that an awful lot. And that's what Biden is doing to our citizens, our Afghan allies, and our traditional allies, just walking away and doing so in our name. Every day he's in office, he sullies that office. He belittles our nation's reputation and serves as a symbol of fecklessness and dishonor. In my opinion, Joe Biden and his MIA vice president deserve far worse than impeachment. But impeachment is a great place to start.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.